Good morning, guys. I'm back here with the Rural King RK37. I've got the tiller that I rented from Sunbelt Rental, and anyhow, so I'm here and going to give you a little review on 185 hours on this thing. I've had it about a year, 3 months, something like that, and it's done a real good job. So anyhow, I'm going to switch over here and talk to you guys about this thing and just for a little bit and tell you how well it's done. Okay, the RK37, like I said, has got 185 hours on it. I've used the backhoe with it. I'm pleased with the backhoe. Just like I tell anybody, if I was looking to do backhoe work, I wouldn't have bought the backhoe. The backhoe works fine, does a great job on it, but it's not made to do any type of by hour pay work, which is what I do. And so I typically rent a little mini excavator or something like that, and I use the backhoe like I used it here, putting in the sewer line up there, and then I did a water line going all the way down back there. Anywhere where you're going straight or doing something like that, it works good, but if you got to move it around, it doesn't work so well. Today I'm here, this customer wanted this tilled. He's going to plant some ryegrass in here since wintertime's coming up, and I didn't have a tiller, so I rented a tiller from Sunbelt Rental. This is a John Deere 655 tiller, and it's doing real well. I'm running the RK37 in low first gear, and it's handling it well. I've had one root get hung up in it, and it's got a slip clutch on it, and so it stopped working, didn't bog the tractor down. Put it in neutral, put the PTO in neutral, and was able to roll the root out of it, never even had to get out of the tractor. The air conditioner works fine. One thing I do not like about the cab on this thing is you can't hear the radio. It's just loud. It's the loudest thing I've ever ran, as far as there's no cushion inside the cab to take any of the noise away. So it is loud. It's like you're echoing. So I wear the headsets right here, which has got my radio in it, and so that's what I do, and it's just because the interior of this thing is so loud. I don't even know why they put a Bluetooth stereo in this thing, because you can't hear it. It's so loud it hurts your ears when you run it. Thing's done real good. The front bucket on it works fine. You just got to realize you're running a tractor. You're not running a skid steer whenever you're using this thing. The granite grapple I got for it, I absolutely love it. Just this particular job don't need it. Like I say, I'm very impressed with it. If you got any questions, just leave in the comments, and I'll try to answer them about the RK37. But I would buy it again, no doubt in my mind. It's been a very good tractor for what I've used it for. It just depends on what application you're using it to what you need. I have ran a Kubota that's similar to this one in size, same year model. Did a job for a guy who had a Kubota and wanted me to backfill for him with it, so I did some backfilling with it. And I do have to say the Kubota is a beefier tractor. The frame, the loader frame, and it just felt beefier whenever I was operating it. The strength and all that seemed to be about the same as far as what I was doing with it. I do believe the RK37 has a little bit more lifting capacity than the Kubota does, but I was just backfilling with dirt, and it ran the same. So anyhow, that's my review. I'm going to bush hog after I get done here with this job, and I'll probably video some more up there. I didn't bring my cameras or my stand today to actually video it working. I'd love to get you some video of it working, and I may delay putting this video out just so I can get some of it working to put in the final video on the review. But I'm very pleased with the tractor. The only thing I did see this on it was another YouTuber channel. Anyway, the tires, I have had to add air to them because when I first got it, what it will do is it will actually, the rim will spin inside the tire, and there's just not enough pressure, I guess, from the factory in them. But when I added air to it, that solved the problem. It no longer leaked the beet juice out of the rear tires, but both rear tires had the same issue. And I saw it on another YouTuber's channel where they had the issue and they added air to it. So I did the same thing and it worked great. And the only thing is I am working on a hill. I will mention this. I'm working on this hill right here. This is steep. I mean, real steep. And the tractor, to me, feels like it's top heavy. So I don't do anything without the implements being on the ground with it or being close to the ground, especially this area right here. And there's another area on the other side of the house up there. It would actually pull itself down the hill as I would go out through there. So I do believe it's top heavy. I don't know if it's because it's got the cab. I don't know if one with just the ROPS on it. I don't know if they're top heavy or not, but this machine is top heavy, and you can feel the tires. I'm not going to say they're coming off the ground, but they're losing ground pressure on one side whenever you're going on the side of a hill. So I would keep that in mind with them. But again, I'm very pleased with it, and I'll talk to you in a little bit. Okay, let's talk about the Rural King RK37 now. I've ran it for 2 days. One day I used the tiller attachment on it, and then the second half of the day I've used the bush hog on it, and it's done really, really well. I've run it for 5 hours. I started out with 185 hours on it. Now I've got 190 hours on it. It's just below a quarter a tank of fuel. So it runs, using a PTO attachment, it runs about 6 hours on a tank of fuel. So like I say, I've got 5 hours on it right now, and it's starting to blink off of a quarter. It's done really well. I went and bush hogged this area up here all the way to the road, about 3.5, 4 acres. And I'm very lucky in the area I'm at. I get to work around creeks. Real nice area. I thought, why not come down here and get a good thumbnail for my video. Anyhow, again, I'm at 190 hours on the Rural King RK37. It's the standard or shuttle shift is the tractor it is. It's doing very, very well. I'm very pleased with it. I'm getting ready to go load it on the trailer, and it's got a driveway to do tomorrow. I'll be putting down milled asphalt tomorrow, so that's what it's going to do tomorrow. So this should end the video. I did get a little bit of bush hogging footage for you guys, and any questions, just leave in the comments. Thank you.